I know a lot of people looking at me like, why is he so excited about everything? But you gotta be excited about God's creations.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's heavy. It's like looking at them birds. I'd be like, whoa, them birds are cool. It's the man upstairs who made them. So you just giving him respect. You ain't really gotta say too much. You just appreciating the life, the earth. Right. You know, I appreciate stuff like that. Like
Mr. Worldwide.
Welcome to the desert. Welcome to Global Brothers Podcast, man.
Yeah, it's hot out here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Doing good today.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Welcome to Global Brothers Podcast. Good to have you on.
Good to be here too.
Good.
So we're gonna get right to it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the biggest song of I mean, wow, that probably lasted like 2 good years. You know, people's doing the dance everywhere.
Yeah.
And congratulations, it's the actual anniversary.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah. November is the actual anniversary of it. Yeah. So this month is the month I dropped it.
True.
True. So
Wow. And it caught fire.
right, just like.
So I know everybody at home wondering what we're talking about, what song we're talking about, what dance, all that. You guys definitely did it too. The Juju On The Beat.
Yes.
Now I think last time I saw 300 million, 400 million views on YouTube?
It was climbing. Yeah, it was
It's
climbing.
400 million on YouTube, 1 billion on Pandora.
Whoa.
1 billion.
Yeah. I think like 100 million. It's something like 100 million on like Spotify, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, 100 million on Spotify and 1.some billion on Pandora.
How'd that feel for it to just take off?
First of all, them numbers is like this long. So.
Right.
So it was just like I never thought I'd be like, okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But
Zero.
yeah, it was an achievement.
Yeah.
But it was like it came in like a. So it was kind of like I had to grow with it.
Yeah.
I didn't know, I didn't think that 1 million, 2 million, people get 1 million, 2 million, they'd be like, okay, when you get to the 20 and 30 or 45, 100 million, like it just, you in the lane where that's the other side of the world now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice that until I went on YouTube one day, I searched up my name, all kids from all over the world, that was weird because before TikTok, I got 115 million on TikTok too with my hashtag just for my name. But before TikTok, they was all dub smashing and posting on YouTube. So that was cross promotion. Like they posting on YouTube, all the kids, and that's where I knew right there. I was like, okay, this is serious.
How old were you then? 16?
13.
13.
Yeah.
So here's what I can imagine, because it's unexpected, right? You and Zay on yo, right? Like just
he was more advanced. Like he already had albums out.
Okay.
He already knew how to engineer on GarageBand. I was just the editor, videographer, young kid just growing up. So it took it took really both of us, because he knew the views. He knew what views he was getting, because he had 2 million views actually on one of his songs, Neverland, that was on Spotify.
Okay.
So he already was getting money. He already knew the game. I didn't know what was going on. I just was like, let me just make a song. So it kind of sounded like one of those movie plots, like, no, bro, I want to make a song. He was like, no, I don't. Like, he was like, kind of like, no, I don't think it's a good time. I'm like, no, for real, I got it this time. We're going to do it. So I went over there, freestyled it, and then that's where it was just a rush. It was like right there we knew, okay, yeah, because after he saw the views, he called me, and I was doing an interview. I'm still not naive. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm doing an interview. Then he's like, yo, you don't see them views? I'm like, yeah, okay. Because I'm just thinking we just Instagram, whatever.
Right. And it wasn't monetized yet.
No, it wasn't monetized, but he was monetized. He was getting it. He went through TuneCore. And then TuneCore tried to take the song. It was through him, though. It was like his fault. So right after that, everything got settled out. And TuneCore didn't get the song. It actually went through Atlantic Records. But it was through TuneCore where we saw the analytics.
Yeah, the game is deep,
yeah,
huh?
and he learned it at a young age.
Already,
he's talking analytics.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and also the fact that someone tried to steal his work.
Right.
When we talk about Prince and all these other people.
And I was going to say before that imitation is the best form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have haters, you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if someone's trying to either dub smash your video, do their own version of it, or.
And that's what was crazy, because I'm a YouTube kid.
Yeah.
So just to see all my YouTubers do it, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like just to wake up to Nigga Higa or Timothy De La Ghetto,
right.
or Phil DeFranco, are just people with like 10 million subscribers.
Shout
like,
out to all them people.
Oh yeah, shout out to all them people
Yeah.
for sure. But
'Cause it
them,
helped,
them big people
sure.
did it. They got like 25 million, 60 million, 100 million. I'm like, what?
So now you are them.
Yeah, like basically,
Like that.
yeah, like you search up that, and the biggest videos of my music, they used it, like it was they skit my music, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, it's flattering too.
Yeah,
Right?
it was kind of like, there we go. That's where I thought right there.
And then also like the way that it crosses over all races, genres.
I don't know if y'all seen the
cultures.
video.
Yeah, that's what.
was
That's
a-
exactly what I'm about to say. Like you
The
know,
girl?
like little white girl
The
doing
girl?
the dance.
No, it was
She's-
actually not the white girl. It was
Which one?
she made it viral.
Okay.
Shout outs to Hannah.
Yeah,
It was
That
actually
big,
Hannah,
that
right.
big.
it was
She got
actually
skills.
Yeah.
it was actually this Asian girl who went all over the world.
doing it.
Literally.
Your song.
All over. She went everywhere. Literally like this. She was doing this in China, and here, like everywhere.
Isaiah, let me stop you. Wow.
And when I saw that though, I was
Fast,
kind of
huh?
like, I was just like, literally, I was like, whoa,
Right.
this is crazy. Cause I seen people from like she had people doing it like in Hawaii, all over. I was like,
Well,
what?
just let me tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you. You don't know this, but
Well, you know the. Well, you
guess
know
how Guess how I found out about you in the song. Actually, the song first,
Okay.
of course. My wife's 37 years old. She's from Ethiopia.
Right.
She said, "You ugly. You your daddy's son." And I was like, "What was that?" And she pulls up your video, and
That's
she's
crazy.
dancing to it. That's how I found out about you.
That's
Now
crazy.
it was already spinning in the clubs. though.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
everywhere. I just didn't know.
Yeah, that's
you know
how a lot
about
of people. A lot of
Yeah.
people just come up to me, and like the biggest people, like Black China, for instance, she was pregnant doing the dance, and that's how she really got to know me.
She said,
Cause she was pregnant and she was Juju On The Beat.
Yeah.
So when we finally met, she's like, "Oh, I was like pregnant. That's my favorite song through pregnancy." So it's like it made memories with people through
Right.
their
Yeah.
life, and I was like, "Wow!" Like people sending me videos of them 3 years ago, like what? Like at school. I'm like, "Whoa, you was at school doing it? Like that's crazy." Like I made a, what you call it, like a
collage?
Yeah, like a little collage that you set a point at that error. Like you made an error.
"Oh, okay."
Like you
yeah.
actually made an error for an error.
Yeah,
And I was like, "Wow."
that's true.
And see, actually, we were gonna ask as well, like, life before Juju.
Okay.
So now, like, because it was so big and you were so young when that happened. I mean, like, you're still very young,
Mhm.
but do you kind of feel like now in your career, is it like life before Juju On The Beat and life after?
Yeah, because
Because now you gotta.
I was always me. I was always the same talkative person, attention person, good vibes. It was just, I was young. So I couldn't get into the hookah bars. I couldn't do that. You know what I did? Dance for it.
Right.
Just dance. They let me in. They know I ain't gonna drink. What are you gonna do? Dance in the middle of the floor all night.
Right.
So that's what was my exposure. I figured if I dance and have my name on the back of my shirt, they'll know who I am.
Okay.
But you also have some comedic skill.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So basically, coming from just being around my friends, around my family, you know, they'd really be laughing. Me and my cousin was like the Martin and I mean like the bad boys, like how Eddie and you know, Martin was. So I took all, like I just kept going. I never hid in my comedic. Like I never hide like my jokes or anything.
Funny guy.
The funny person, not the clown funny guy, but more of the jokes is there for the right moment. So that I put them to skits. So I just picked up the camera and just started doing Vines. So I actually was famous on Vine.
Fine.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, I was famous. I had over 100,000.
Heavy.
Yep.
Wow.
Zay Hilfigerrr, same name. 100,000 and 15 million
They
views.
went out of business though, Vine.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because I want to check it out, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically you can go on the old website and search up all my old Vines.
Okay.
bro.
Really? I'm gonna do that.
That was literally the era where that was the ambition to do videos every day.
Right.
Cause I remember sitting down, I was like, okay, I just want to do something. All right, think of something. Boom, that started. I did 30 Vines. Them 30 Vines, some happened. And then it was an aura of people following me. It wasn't like good people. It was just regular people, but they literally seen me grow. Tell you a story. The dude from Facebook that knew me from when I was young, I saw him in LA. We caught eyes and he was like, "It's you." You know what I'm saying? Because we was just knowing
You
each other.
wonder
I
what
was
you
a
did
kid.
wrong, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Right. I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "No." And I knew who he was because when he walked up, I was like, "Whoa." We knew each other since like 2010. Never met.
Wow.
You say dude from Facebook. You mean the
Dude from Facebook, like me and no, not the Facebook dude. He was a regular guy.
Follower.
Just a friend. Just a follower. He followed me, following him back.
Okay.
We talking on Facebook, just sharing videos. And he did videos. So when I saw him working, it was like, what? This is meant to, like, we met, but we met like years ago. I was a little boy. So it was like when we met, he was like, wow. He just gave me, he's like, keep working, bro. He's like, I see you.
Now this probably happens all the time now, though.
Yeah.
People see you everywhere, like, oh, right, it's Zay.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
probably like you start doing the dance in front of you or something.
Yeah, but it just, I had to grow.
Yeah.
Even though your song out, it's just still you grow that look, meaning like I didn't have this look, like I don't take my look in like, oh yeah, I'm the boss, like I got the drip for myself. No, my mama made me put these in my hair.
Okay.
I had beads, but she didn't want me to look like Yachty, just to be honest. She was like, you're not finna look like no other artist. You're gonna look like you're gonna listen to me too. So
Yeah.
I was mama's boy.
Shout out to mom.
So these was the look. Soon as she put these in my hair.
I like the shell of the character.
And this
Yeah.
and the style, the
Right.
the
Yeah,
twist.
yeah.
So from the twist and the shells, I kept getting it
Okay.
Heavy.
for like, I can say 4 years now.
Wow.
So I started out with shells though, so yeah.
I got a question. How does it affect school?
School. Oh, I got my GED,
Okay.
but
smart
I
man.
was going to regular school. I made it to high school, and then I took my tests and all that. Like I did education first.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I'm really into science,
Yeah.
really into the planets and all that.
Mhm.
The real into science. Like you know
Yeah.
when they say it's different moons and different universes, I'm into that science.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Neil Tyson deGrasse, type into it.
Like,
Yes, yes.
like
Planetarium, type into it.
like the black hole. Like I know they trying to make a black hole type into it.
Uh-huh.
I know they trying to. Right. Like honestly, they can't do that
They
because
secrets.
if they make a black hole, I know what'll happen. Everything would just go.
Yeah.
So they can't just make a black. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah.
I think so.
Right. I think so. But yeah, just stuff like that. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. So you finished high school. So the world. I mean, now the world's your oyster. You can do whatever you want. You can go to college.
Yeah, it was
whatever you
hard.
want. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
So at the school, you kind of feel like the man, cause you young, you just made it out of high school, you Juju on the beat, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you feel like the man. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't feel like the man, but I knew what I wanted so quick. First thing I said when I came to LA, I was like, so when I'm getting verified?
Right.
He was like, what? I'm like, so when I'm getting verified?
That's the blue checks. Right?
Yeah. This was in 2004. He like, what are you talking about? I was like, so when I'm getting verified?
Right. Right.
I had the followers and everything. It happened. It was like everything I said it was happening, even though it was gonna happen. I said it, so they knew I was on it. Like, and then Twitter, I did a dance. I danced on Twitter table. Like I got on top of Twitter table. They was going ahead. I was like, oh, I did a whole performance in Twitter headquarters. They verified me. Like, I was like,
Really?
yeah. So it's like how we did, how I'm doing today. Just you do the press runs and.
Right.
You get the aura and the energy with people, and then they do stuff quicker. You know, they'd do it on a reasonable time because they kind of messing with your aura now. So yeah.
And see, we like the way that you're approaching stuff. Even when we were setting up some behind the scenes stuff, you know, it
Yeah.
took us a little bit like setting the mics up and all that.
Hey, yeah.
And you know, Zay just quick jumped in there and said, "Oh, try this, try that." You know, so it's a very analytical problem solving.
My
thing.
dad, you know, he's from Mississippi,
Okay.
so he's a Southern guy.
Mr. Fix It.
Yeah, Mr. Billy Jones.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Fix
so
everything.
he was he's actually a
right,
maintenance
good.
man. He do fix
He wasn't
everything.
made, see?
See?
He still working to this day.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
be like,
Fix It.
Pops, you ain't gotta. He know I'm working. He told me never give up.
Right.
He was like, never give up, and you always your own power. So I never could, like, that was my dad. So it always ran through my ear. So every time I did try to give up, he'd hug me and, you know, kiss me on the head and be like, no, for real, don't give up. Like, keep going. So if I can cry and drop to my dad and give him my all, and he tell me I'm cool, because you know he ain't telling me wrong. So
Yeah.
I really looked at family advice heavy, because your family might say something wrong, but it's real. So at the end of the day, you take it in, it's gonna make who you are. So I feel like my mom and my dad, they did the most just by the words they said, because they knew, they was like, okay, he's gonna listen, because we just gonna tell him this and tell him that,
Yeah.
and it worked.
You were in France?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how'd you like
It was
going abroad, touring? You know.
Yeah, I had my videographer just lost his passport, so I had got the time to stay down there actually longer.
Okay.
But I stayed, you know, It was kind of my first time being out, you know, the U.S. by myself.
Sorry, can we have a
Oh yeah.
Global brother right here.
Oh yeah.
18 years old, global brother, first time outside.
And it was just, I just love that, you know, people just like the way I look. They were just like, your hair, your hair.
Double looks.
Yeah, they know. Not that they came up to me.
Oh really?
Yeah, your hair is nice. Or
See them on YouTube, man.
your hair
Yeah,
is good. So right from there, it was good just to see the different. Cause I didn't see Miami ladies, I didn't see New York ladies, LA ladies, Detroit ladies, but seeing these ladies, I was like, oh, that's because you only see them in movies. I'm just being honest. You only see what they fake it.
Yeah.
Now you see the actual.
And you see the stereotype of
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see the stereotype.
Yeah, you don't see
when I
that.
seen the real ladies with the real outfits on, I was like, wow,
Uh-huh.
that's really you. You really do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Or the sergeants with the guns. I was like, whoa.
Exactly.
I was like, look at them. I know a lot of people was looking at me like, why is he so excited about everything? But you gotta be excited about God's creations.
Exactly.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's like looking at them birds. I'd be like, whoa, them birds are cool. It's the man upstairs who made them. So
Exactly.
you just giving him respect. You ain't really gotta say too much. You just appreciating the life, the earth.
Right.
You know, I appreciate stuff like that. Like,
Your world has gotten big every step.
yeah,
Sure.
that's what I'm saying.
Right?
It got real
I
big.
can see that. Yeah.
So it went from just being like a box
Yeah.
to like,
Well, think how fortunate you are. I came over here in my 40s, right? Some people come over or they leave the country. They get their first passport later on in life, right? Here you are as a teenager,
right?
With a birthday coming up, right? And you're in Dubai. It's phenomenal,
15th, right?
man.
Yeah.
Gonna be 19 then.
Yeah.
You'll be 19.
Yeah. Dope.
Okay.
And it's just crazy because I think I won platinum when I turned 17. I won 2 times platinum. So I'm 4 times platinum now.
That's a
4 times.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
So, and it's like, I'm getting platinums over here. Like, it's like these type, like Canada, I'm gold in Canada.
blessing. Right.
Like, so I like to see them different types of plaques. Ooh, just to see like, okay.
Each place is like a staggered.
Yeah, it's like
staggered, yeah.
it's like a point, and that's just one, like I made a legendary point, and it's a good vibe. That's why I like it. I'm glad it's not a bad vibe because Juju stands for happiness
Right.
in some languages.
Okay.
And Juju is happiness. Like people use Juju as happiness. Juju is happy. It's a Juju. It's an error.
What's the African culture? Nigeria. Juju's like a magic.
See?
Like, oh, you're doing the juju on me.
Yeah, that's
the
magic.
juju.
yeah. That's why. So a lot of people came up to me like, "Do you even know what that means?"
Right.
Like I was like, "No, I was just saying Juju on the beat."
I'm sure you'd be big in Nigeria, brother.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put it like this. Every time I go live on Instagram, it's somebody from Nigeria,
Nigeria,
Africa.
holler.
Yes.
Really.
And
Dancing.
they always ask me. They be like, "You know what's in your head?" They be like, "You know that's money, right?" I be like, "I know. Yeah, I know my culture. I know
Right,
it's
yeah,
money.
it's currency.
Yeah, it's currency.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
currency.
uh-huh.
So you gotta know what you're wearing."
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Tell us about the Zay Network.
Okay, Zay Network is my company I'm trying to come up with, just trying to start out the base, to be a lot of stuff. Like the Zay movement, it was Zay movement.
Before.
Yeah, when I was younger. I called it the Zay movement, cause you know I seen movement, so I was like, I got a Zay movement.
Yeah.
And the Zay Network is when I got a little older, and I was like, you know what? I want to start an animation company. I want to start a design company. I got my Zay Way clothing, so Zay, the Zay Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't sound like a name. It really sounds like a network. Like you can see that right there, the Zay Network. So,
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
you know, a lot of people like
I mean, look, Nick Cannon's got his.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even though that wasn't him, it was still you. Like literally got to deal with Nick, and your name is Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so. That's what it like made me look up to him like that, and I actually met him, and I actually seen that he's a
Wow.
real cool guy
Yeah,
too.
he's a phenomenal dude.
So
Yeah.
just to meet him, and I loved all his movies. So just to meet him and see the aura and see him work, and him to tell me that every time I met somebody bigger too, they always told me not to get off subject. They always told me I was an inspiration. So I really had to take that in. Like you know, you don't get that sometimes. You always
Yeah.
get you okay, you're dope, you're fire, not you're an inspiration. So that meant you were somebody more than just a famous person.
yeah.
That's how I look at it. You're not just followers. You're literally a movement. See, the Zay Network.
Zay Network.
So it just reversed all the way back.
And then with that idea of inspiration, do you go to like a lot of schools and like talk to kids? And kind of,
I was doing school tours when
Yeah.
I was younger, and I still do.
I know
like,
you're excited.
like just today, I did the Dubai Hospital
Uh-huh.
for the kids,
dope.
and that was random. I didn't even know I was going, but it was pretty heartwarming because that was my first. And I wanted to do One Wish Foundation, so I guess I was one step ahead of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, just to do that and just to go straight into it, like with no type of just your voice, you straight making these, I got smiles and hugs.
Wow.
But my mom, I always knew I had this gift of talking to people, because my mom used to always make me talk to everybody. She'd be like, go make them happy. Because she always knew I was good. It's like your mom knows you.
Definitely.
They might not tell you, but they knows everything about you. So
And shout out to Mom, because you know, it was something I was gonna say 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. She's keeping you humble, man.
Yeah.
Your father too.
Feel that,
They're
yeah.
keeping you humble. Because I would think if I was his age or the average teenager, I'm talking about 3 years ago, would be hard to keep and reel in with all that success.
Yeah, and
It would be difficult.
Yeah, it was kind of like I saw a lot of things way before.
Okay.
Like a lot of hard life stuff. So I was already on the road to being humble.
In Detroit.
So yeah, so when I got big, it was nothing. It was just like, okay, now I'm finna be humble to a million people. But I ain't say it. But I always kept it in, and I knew I was right because I was always going to interviews smiling.
Okay.
And then Zayon, just to be honest, Zayon, I know you good now, but he was always naggy type. He learned it. He was always the I was like, why you so naggy, bro?
Shout out to Zayon.
You feel me?
Yes.
That's my brother, man. But he was always the you know, just, you know, because he was the older teenager.
Right.
So just to be honest, you had more life problems. You know, you had more, you was growing. And I wasn't. I was a kid. So I was more like, hey. He was more, come on, Zay, chill out. And then to change all that, we switched, because I remember he got happy, we got happy, everything been happy, and it was just smiles. Just walking into places and just, like, I would get into it with my mom.
Really?
Regular get into it. Like, oh, I'm going to beat you. And then guess what? I'd be like, we yell as soon as the door open, hey, I'm Zay Hilfigerrr.
Okay, right.
They'd be like, why is he so happy? Because I had to eat it all up.
Yeah.
Because she'd be looking at me like, you make one move. That's all. And I'd be like, no, okay. And it was funny because the manager would see it, they'd be like, okay, it's mom and son. They clashing, but every time that made me be happy. That always humbled me, because I was like, I'm not finna be mad at these people. I'd be telling my mom, like, come on, mom, I'm finna be happy. She'd be like, go be happy. Do what you gotta do. And it made me manifest my brain for that switch of using your brain and not your heart.
This guy.
Wow.
Wow.
He's deep. He's
Wow.
deep.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna happen. Like, we've had several interviews now. You being the latest one. Whereas we think someone is one way, just by them on paper, which we never just like only expect that.
Yeah.
We see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But then like boom, it's just this like really deep personality. You know what I mean? So I
Happens
really
all the
love that
time.
about like, you know, talking to people and especially like someone like yourself just coming out of the stage for the first time. That's what really surprised me, if anything. It's not just the age and like, you know, like how much.
Yeah, it's like I'm
mentality.
fresh. Like I'm a fresh American.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because like a lot of people that haven't traveled before, they don't have that kind of mentality. Everything might just be very just what they know.
Yeah, it was kind of. I'm glad I watch a lot of movies to know different things. But the one thing I liked is just to know like what they were saying. Like even though I couldn't speak, I knew exactly what they were saying. So if they talking to me, I know hard accents. So if you talk like with a very, very British accent, I can very, very hear you. And my boy couldn't. So he was just like, what? I'm like, no. He said the bathroom, bro, the bathroom.
Right.
So he was like, how you hearing them? I was like, movies. You know, accents.
Really
you know,
listening,
you gotta really listen. I really can listen. That's why, like, if any person with a hard accent, I can sit there and really hear them. Like some of the kids had an hard accent, but I heard exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Just pure. It was pure. It was easy.
Wow. I think well, you're gonna have a career in a lot of different. You know what I mean?
Not just music.
Yeah, they won't just be music, brother. Just by what you're saying, as far as listening.
With the name Zay Hilfigerrr, obviously that's not your name. What inspired that?
A girl. Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow.
Come on.
I'm serious. No, you want to tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
we
tell
need
the story.
we need to
Zay.
hear this.
Okay, listen. I was 16, so it was Zay Famous at first. My name on Instagram was Lil Moody Swag. I swear to God.
Okay.
That's my new name, Lil Moody. Like Moody. I was a mood swing person.
Right.
Okay.
So my mom gave me that nickname from birth. So right after that, I met this girl. Her name was Sleezes, like Jesus, like Sleezes Christ, like Jesus Christ, like sleaze, like you a sleaze ball, but sleaze Christ.
yeah.
Anyways, she changed it. She changed it to it was what was it? She changed it to Zay Hilfigerrr. No, Sam Hilfigerrr. So I was like, I like her. I got an idea. I literally sat there and changed my name for her. And then she said I was 16, so I couldn't date her because she was.
How old was she?
16. It was like that little kid that, you know, when you're 16 and you 16 and you think you're older. She was like, I don't date people my age. I was like, okay.
Right.
I actually remember that. Girls used to act like they were older than us.
They older than it's like.
Yeah.
Like,
because they do mature more.
Yeah, but come on now. Don't be saying it like that. But
yeah.
Out of all that, I put the 3 R's because Hilfigerrr, I just put the 3 R's. And there was no Zay Hilfigerrr. I just put the 3 R's just because I wanted to be different. She had Sam Hilfigerrr, and then another one came in named Cece. And she put C Hilfigerrr, so it was 3 of us. 2016 all the way up, 2015 all the way up 2016, nobody had that name. Now if you search up Hilfigerrr, everybody got Hilfigerrr. But, you know, you can see the original account. She changed it. I was like, why you change your name? Because I can't find her page no more. But from that point, yeah, I really changed my name because I was like making it funny. I was like, oh, we can be a family.
Yeah.
Zay Hilfigerrr, Sam Hilfigerrr.
Right.
Okay.
But then that name became a name. Like, you know, it went from you. All right, it's rare that you made yourself.
And you did that.
Like, I'm Moody, and this is Zay. I can take Zay off. I made Zay.
Right.
A brand.
Yeah, like you really made your own brand. Like, who is Zay Hilfigerrr? That's Zay. So in movies, I can put my real name, and then I can put Zay.
Sure. Do you feel like it's another personality as well?
Yes, but not in a bad way. More than a like. Zay is the fun, hype, dancing, and that's mostly all the time. And then Moody is more serious and deep, just focused. He be really focused on something. He trying to really go do it. So, like if I'm doing a song, that's Moody, because I'm not trying to be on the phone or nothing.
Yeah. So Detroit, stand up.
313.
Detroit, man.
Yeah.
What's it like growing up in Detroit, and obviously like, you know, some of your influences there?
Yeah, like first of all, you got Eminem, Big Sean, Aaliyah. That's just 3 to name, and just and then you got R.P. John Witherspoon.
Yes.
You know,
Rest in
R.P. Pop.
peace.
But you got legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to first of all, you got to know your legends. You got to know where you're coming from. And then I was born in Henry Ford Hospital, so right in Detroit.
Right downtown.
Right downtown. It was just it wasn't. It's not hard if you ignore all the negativity.
Right.
And the negativity is not negativity unless you indeed the negativity. Like when I was in school, I didn't really get into nothing unless a bully was trying to bully me. That's normal though. But you know, when people get into a lot of negativity, that's because they running into it. I was kind of staying on the lane. I was like, I'm over here. I'm not doing that.
You can avoid it.
Yeah, I can avoid it. But if it came, it came. And I was like, whatever. Like, okay, I knew this was life. I always knew, like, just get back up. Like, I can tell you right now, like, I remember one time the bully jumped me. It was so funny because this dude ran off. His dude was like, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm serious. He, like, bailed on him. He was, like, trying to set me up, jump me. All I can remember is just sitting there and just thinking, like, you know how big I'm finna be? Like, I don't know why I just had it in my mind. I was like, you know how good I'm finna be? And then next thing you know, I saw him. He was, like, real taller than me, too. And then I was like, how you doing? He was like, good. I was like, oh, how's life? He was like, I was like, dang, see?
Yeah.
That's
how it happens, too.
You know what I'm saying? It just, it's a flip-flop. So,
that's exactly how it happens.
The height of that maturity, everything that you're saying, just to have those kinds of responses to these just normal things of growing up.
It was a thought. Like, I had a lot of time to think. So I'm gonna be honest. I remember one time I wanted to hurt my bullies. Like, just actually, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm a kid. I'm tired. I'm about to go fight. But you know, when you're a kid, you about to go fight, you always stop at the first. So he's like, all right, no, he too big. So how I'm finna do this? So I remember, I was like, I'm gonna grab a bat and I'm gonna catch him.
Right.
But then I knew I had a good heart because I'm not finna crack somebody's skull open with a bat. I literally threw it. I was like, you know what? This is not me.
Forget it. Yeah.
I was like, forget. Like, I literally, a revenge plan that could have worked, and I could have put me in a lot of bad
Exactly.
points in my life.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
A decision you couldn't reverse.
Yeah.
You know.
And it was decisions where you got your conscience, and I feel like my conscience is real strong. So it's like you really got a bad conscience, you really got a good conscience, and I always really ran with the good because of my dad and stuff. So it was like he was pulling me over, and I always listened to my good conscience, even though the bad would try to force itself. It was always the good.
Yeah, shout out to your parents, because
Amazing, man.
what they've done with you is instilled a solid foundation where, I don't know, you might not be one of those ones that go off to the wrong road. You already have it figured out, it seems like, you know? You could see things happening before it happens.
Thank you. And
so you're able to duck and dodge problems.
Yeah, I had that creepy, weird, I'll be having that, like, my dad would say that, he was like, you just know. Like, you got, like, you can call it like you can see the future.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying, like, I could have dreams and reminisce, like, I knew I was going to be something. So I knew if I keep working, because I had visions. I knew, like, it was just something. It was like,
let me tell you something.
Props, yeah.
And you know this already because you just said it, but I'm gonna tell you something about genius. Okay. Take sports for example.
Right.
All the great ones.
Right. All the big ones.
They say they can see 3 plays ahead or 3 moments during that play ahead. So they're like, okay, if I just bounce it here, put a little bit of spin, that guy's cutting. He's just not cutting right now, but he's going to cut. So they do things. I'm going to throw this alley-oop, or I'm going to do something. I'm going to call a timeout, because when I call this timeout, something's going to happen because this other coach is going to do something, and it's going to...
It's like a great instinct.
Exactly. And they say Steve Nash and Magic Johnson, all these guys, they saw 3 plays ahead. It seems like...
Playmaker.
Right. Yeah. Or, like in chess, I'm going to do this because I know he's going to do that, and then I'm going to get him. Right? It seems like that's the type of guy you are from a young age, or you've been from a young age.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was just, it really connected, because I got hit by a car when I was 14. Full charger at full speed. Had headphones on. This is weird. The music went away. I'm going to just let y'all know right now how weird this situation was. I was listening to loud music, and I heard the car. Like, the music was louder than everything. I'm walking. I heard, eh. So when I heard the car before, I heard it.
Everything slowed down.
It was like, it hit me. I said, all I can remember is just holding on. It's like, it literally just felt like this.
You on a bike?
No.
Walking.
What were you holding on to?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
So literally, I'm thinking I'm in the air, and I wake up, I say, I get up, and I fall, because the adrenaline. The lady catching me. Like, you know, she's right there, like, she's like, don't move. I'm like, no, I'm straight. I get up, I say, oh my God. She's
How old were you?
14. I was just going to get my dad some KFC.
Wow.
And the car, it was I remember her face, it was a young girl. She was like 18, 19, curly hair, about this yay high, glasses. She got out like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm straight. I just was confused because I didn't want to get bad about my parents. I was like, oh, this is bad. Amalams, I'm just about to go home. So I got up, tried to walk away, and the lady called me. She was like, you're not finna walk away. So that lady saw me 3 years later too. And she was like, I saved you. Her daughter was like, my mom saved you. And I was like, what? She said, my mom saved you that day from the car. And I remember, okay, this is weird. That happened. The music stopped. I saw an old guy, and he gave me numbers, and he disappeared. Numbers.
You remember the numbers?
No, he gave me the license plate numbers.
Oh, the license plate.
But he disappeared like a guardian angel. He was like, da 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 da. I was like, what? He was like, da 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 da. I turned around, he was gone. But I wasn't thinking this is me just being like overthinking it, but he was gone.
So was it hit and run? The car drove off?
Oh yeah, the car drove off. Hit and run. The dude gave me the license plate, but how would he know the license plate number when the car pulled off?
Sure.
But it was just all weird. Like, I was just taking it. I was like, okay, it was license plate. So right when the ambulance came, that's where I got that seeing stuff. After I got hit, because I got good at music. Because after I got hit, I can tap on the beat quicker.
Yeah.
I can see the beats.
This is crazy.
Like, literally. Like, I had it, but it made it advanced. Like, if something was like, okay, now you got to unlock this. Because I always was a little aura.
But it's characteristic of the great ones. I mean, I gave you a sports analogy.
That's heavy.
There's a sports analogy, but we heard the Jay-Z's get in the studio and tap their foot and then start spitting. And they do a one take.
Don't write.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because like all my music, like Juju wasn't written. All 200 more songs I wrote, not written. I can remember them.
Yeah.
But it's like, how you can remember? Like, you got, like, I'm taking that hit as it made me so intelligent because, like, I can remember everything, like, Like, I remember everything when I was young. I remember.
You're going to make me go out and get hit by a car.
No. Everybody stay. Don't do that. Don't walk out. Watch.
They didn't say do that.
Right. They didn't say do that. Watch when you walk outside. But I'm saying, if you got something, you work on it. And I had it already, but I felt like right after that, all right, put it like this. I had a cross in my pocket. This is just little instincts people can say, like, oh, you had a cross. I had a cross in my pocket. Coincidence. I had a cross. Yes, it didn't break. I had a diamond cross. It was fake. How did it didn't break? I'm still trying to think that. The diamond cross didn't break. My phone didn't crack. You get what I'm saying? And my spines didn't crack. I got hit like this.
Well, the first thing I thought was a head injury, and you didn't get that either.
Yeah, like, okay, if you get hit at 200 miles per hour in a Charger, you're going like, I went like, how did I do that? Like, you see, you just unlocked. So how did you just skeet across the ground like a cartoon character?
Yeah. Amazing.
And then the lady just said, like, okay, yeah, that was it. No, you good. I was just gonna say the lady just was saying I was a blessing to John. She was just that helped me and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that you're seeing in your life now, 100%. Like you have a purpose.
Yeah, it was a purpose. That's why every time I got angry with myself and started to go like so fast. Every time I got angry with myself, it was that I had to remember.
Bring you back.
Like it was like you got a purpose, bro. Like you not here 100%. For no reason for real, because you could have not been here for something serious.
And I'm glad you shared that story with us and with with our listeners, with our viewers, because that could touch somebody else. You know what I mean? Like doesn't mean like they had the same kind of thing, but whatever they're going through, somebody as young as you to come out of that kind of traumatic thing and like still have like this zeal for life and like positivity and all that. It's great.
I never took it as I never could take it as for granted after that. Like they checked my bones, like it was like a superhero thing. That's why I keep saying I'm a superhero. But anyways, like they checked my scales, my bones, my blood. They was like, "You're not wrong." It's like, "What? You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Your bones hurt? I'm like, "No." They like, "Do this hurt?" "No." "Do this hurt?" "No." "Do this hurt?" "No." How? What? They was like, "How would you hit by a car?" They put the neck brace on me for no reason.
Like, they got to do that.
I'm just saying, but they did that. But when they took it off, they noticed I was so good. They was like, "What is wrong with like? How are you not stiff?" Like.
The superhero analogy, as you were talking, I was gonna say, like you seem like a Comic Con kind of guy. Like you like really into that?
Yeah, I'm really into like Marvel.
Yeah.
And all that, but because my dad is a Marvel fan, I hated it. I used to be like, man, F cartoons. Really, I don't like Injustice League. I don't like in the Avengers.
Right.
But then I started tapping in, and I watched all of them, from Captain Marvel to Avengers, all that Spider-Man, because I really like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So tapping into all that realm, it just really got the knowledge. You learn from the movies, and then I take everything, like I take their advice too. I see the movies, I see a superhero, they real, they go through, but I see what they go through, and I see the realness, and through all the fakeness, I see what actually the person goes through, and I can connect to movies like that. Because that's me, I see.
There's almost always like a moral to like the Marvel stuff as well.
Yeah, yes. Right. Like Deadpool. Like behind I feel like I'm Deadpool.
Yeah,
I'm a comedian, but sometimes I was using it to hide my pain. And then when I figured out to not hide my pain, it made it better.
Is Deadpool that deep?
If you think about it, if you watch part 1, it's funny. If you watch part 2, you learn about him. Because in part 2, he was losing it. He didn't know, he was a superhero. How's you losing it? He went to jail. You get what I'm saying? He lost his wife. Like he humanized himself, and then he took his powers. He was like, I don't want these powers no more. He just started tripping, like, whoa, what you doing? Because his brain, all that negativity, and then everybody was telling him like, you were tripping. He was like, I'm not an X-Man. He was trying to tell the people he wasn't what he was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an idea, and if it hits, then like we'll chop it up. But I think you should pitch a younger character for Black Panther.
For Black Panther.
Almost like part of that universe, but like
I said, I can be a Static Shock. Static Shock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, my hands. But like a Static Shock.
I thought about it.
No, because I see what heroes I can play, and some movie asked me, because some people from Universe, the movie people, they actually asked like what you would think, and I can,
by the way.
But I can actually tell them a movie idea, like do a Static, because Black Lightning is Static Shock. If y'all didn't understand that, Black Lightning is Static Shock, and I'm real friends with China Emma McClain from the little girl from Ant Farm. So just to see her as the daughter of Black Lightning, they need to make a story of how Black Lightning became Black Lightning, and that would be good because that'll be perfect. But I will put this in the mix, a superhero. But Static Shock, But he like just the whole rundown of the plot. Easy,
Right.
go. Static Shock, African American. Starts out he's a rapper, but nobody likes him. He's in school, he getting bullied. He's rapping, he's trying to live life. At home is real dusty, all that. Next thing you know, he just like walking, and then he gets shocked by something. Just trying to get out of something, and you think it's a real death situation.
He gets hit by a car, and the power lines come down.
Yeah, something real dangerous, but it's real blessing, because the next scene should start out as him shows up to his boy crib, like, bro, watch what I can do. And he's like, first of all, why are you in my house at 8 a.m. in the morning with your clothes off, and it look like you just got burnt? I'm like, no, watch this, like something like that, and then it'd be sweet, right. Because I feel like every time he grows his power, he will get that lightning bolt. And I know it's like a Flash thing, but the Black Lightning, that's his new costume. It's a lightning bolt for Static Shock. So instead of getting it in your chest, it's like the shirt he had on, it got burnt. So that's the costume. And then you just put on the jacket. So
he still rap. We're gonna make this movie.
Yeah. Don't steal our idea. Wow. So just just them little simple things.
And that, like, even though it's like a plot, like that you're thinking of, it leads us into our next thing of what's next for you, man. Like obviously you mentioned like some songs you got coming out.
Oh yeah.
So projects and movie projects, your clothes, everything. Like just like what's next?
What's next? Big things. My clothing brand is doing good, but I'm about to get real serious. Okay. I'm about to drop a video on my birthday, probably. Just trying to see 14th, 15th, because my birthday on the 15th. Yeah. Drop the video. And it's a video, new single. Just trying to do it. Spotify's gonna help out with that.
Called?
Bring the vibes.
Bring the vibes. Let's look for that.
I probably like Bring the Vibes, but I kind of like Vibes. But the baby already came out with a song called Vibes, so I was like, I gotta put Bring the Vibes, so they wouldn't think the same. Yeah. So just them elements of music.
You do the video here in Dubai?
No, I did the video in LA, but I would love to do a video here because that'd be perfect scenery. Yeah, we can do something definitely. But just doing that, that's the point for that. I want to do an EP. Just want to say because I got songs to choose from. It's like a playbook. So do an EP, and I want to call it like something like Volume 1 or Far From Home, Story to Rocker. Them the three names I stuck with: Story to Rocker, Far From Home, or Volume 1. Just something like that. Them three.
I like Story to Rocker.
Yeah, I like Story to Rocker too, because I am a rock star.
Right. Yeah, I see.
If you ain't get it, so I already will kind of get that from Prince. I got the look from Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I got the tight look, from Prince, Michael Jackson, rock star look. Then I got the soul from BB King, New Edition, Bobby Brown.
BB King
I know.
Oh yeah, BB King.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. I got the dancing from Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson.
One of the best.
I got the footwork from Bobby Brown.
One of the best.
Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned that dance move in the splits first.
Did it my prerogative?
Oh yeah, I know that whole. I know the whole dance sequence. So the whole '90s dancing, that was like me all that. I was dancing all like that. So that really,
love that.
That was the origin of the inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the inspiration. Because my mama used to call me that. She was like, "You a hothead. You just so hot. Like, cool down, Bobby." Like, I was like, "Mama, I'm good." Like, because it was kind of like you got all this on you, all this eyes and all this cameras. You can't be going crazy.
Yeah.
So she figured that's how I was Bobby, because I always would go crazy at points where you don't post. Like, remember when he pulled out the fire extinguisher at the stage? I didn't ever do nothing that wild, but I did get kind of mad in front of like MTV. You know what I'm saying? Like, just angry, and it was like, whoa, you can't be doing that. You can't be getting like, and it was little points. They talked to me. Everybody was like, if you do that, if you was older, you want to be coming back here.
Wow.
Just to be serious. And they was like, but we understand. Like, so you getting these passes and points and all these little points.
Yeah.
It just made me really be like, it's like you getting a whooping. It's like that big belt from the world ready to smack you, and you like, well, I see that big belt. I'm not finna get hit.
And that big belt doesn't go away. It's
it's always right there.
Yeah, you gotta keep it there. Hey, I got a question about Juju on the Beat. Did you? And I've heard this from other artists when they have a smash. They start to regret the song, or they start to go, "Oh, I'm tired of that song." Have you ever gotten to a point where you're like, "Hey, I'm more than that. Like, I can't wait till that kind of dies"? Okay, I thought that.
It's like it's so fun. We were just at Secrets.
So you're not taking it for granted.
I was just chilling at a club, and my song come on.
Yeah.
Like, even though I do that SB everywhere, I go into Walmart. I say I'm with a girl, just my friend, going to Walmart, and you talking to her, and the next thing you know, ding, ding, and it's not crime mobs knucking you buck, it's your song. So it's like, whoa, like hold on, they playing your song at these points where you at, and it's just funny.
And you didn't ask them to play it.
No, and I like the bit, but I like when they do it when they see me. Like if I walk into Gucci, they will play it. I walk into Balenciaga, they will play it if they know me, because they just go ahead and type it in, and they'll look at me like do something like that. So I like that support. It's support to me, because I take this support. It's like, you ever feel like you never had a family, or you ever feel like you never had friends? I never feel like I never had friends. So it made me, y'all my friends, everybody. You know, the supporters, everybody. So that's a lot of friends.
That's love. So
you know what I'm saying? So I took it at in like I can't be doing my friends all weird, or coming off all weird. So
you know that happened to me before. And don't laugh, but I walked in the Virgin record store in Mall of the Emirates.
What did they play?
Man, they played Keith Sweat, and I didn't realize. I heard it, and guy taps me and goes, "You're Keith Sweat, right?" Oh! And I was like, and I turned and I was like, "Nah." And then as soon as I said no, I heard it playing, and then everybody in the store was clapping. I said, "No, really, I'm not." That happened to me, and I'm like,
crazy.
That's cool. You walk in the stores and they know who you are. They play the music.
Yeah, like I'm not. Even if they scared, like if it's a little girl, I just like when they be like, "Ooh, mommy, look, ooh, mommy." Like I like to be the attraction, like the point. Like I usually like, and this is what I hate it from people. I don't hate people, but I hate actions. If you get what I'm saying, I never hate people. I hate actions. You gotta watch what you say. I hate actions. So what made me hate the people's actions, it was like I seen people be so dirty. Not gonna speak on it, but he did him so dirty. Like he just wanted an autograph. It made me almost cry. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like I went down there and gave him he didn't know me. I'm gonna be honest. We was at an NBA game. I was like, hey, I'm Zay Hilfigerrr, Juju On The Beat. He's like, I was like, you'll know. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Here, take it, kid. You know what I'm saying? But I did that because the dude was so big. He's like, I was like, what? Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. Even though that's your business, that's your problem, that's your strength, it made me hate that actions, and I wanted to never be that person. Good. So even that happened to me, not with a celebrity, but people I looked up to kind of. I was like, whoa, you just gonna treat me like that? Okay, I'm not gonna be you. I'm not gonna be the big bad wolf. No, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Dubai. I appreciate everything, and I appreciate everybody having me here.
Definitely. Like I said, come back, man. Visit us.
All the time, yeah.
You're a guest on our podcast.
I'm gonna definitely come back on the podcast, and this time I'm gonna bring y'all a plaque.
Heavy.
See this guy?
I'm serious. I'm just speaking it right now. I'm gonna be like, look, so.
Speaking it into reality.
I'm like, look, here go another platinum record. See, we was talking about that one, but now we're talking about this one.
Yes.
And then y'all can have it.
And then in the Muslim Arab culture in this region of the world, inshallah.
Oh yeah,
inshallah.
Yeah, you know, God willing.
God willing.
Just get some of my swag, man. Like, you know, you think about Africa at all? Like, you know what I mean, going out there, like checking.
Yeah, I wanted to actually.
Getting influenced by.
I wanted to actually go out there and dance with them.
Nigeria?
Like literally do they dance.
Right.
Like I want them to teach me how to dance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go out there and want to learn what y'all do. Let's go.
Yo, shout out to them, man. Like right now, you know, Burna Boy is like tearing it up right now. You know, I mean, collabing with a lot of different people.
And a lot of people, like I can show you right now in my DMs, just like yesterday, somebody was like, "Come to Africa." Yeah. They just keep saying, "Come to Africa. You're so big here." Like they're like, "You're so big here," and I know. So
Let's do it.
That got to be the next stop. Africa. But yeah.
Inshallah.
Boom. We put that plug out there for you.
Yeah.
Well, yo, man, like we always say at this time, live global and prosper.
Peace.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. And I got an Arabic tattoo right here too.
See that?
It says GOAT.
GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
Okay.
GOAT in Arabic.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, it was like different, huh? I just literally wanted the tattoo. I was like, I won't GOAT, but I wanted an Arabic. But that was because I had an Arabic best friend. So I just did it because I supported.
Okay.
That's kind of like
Arab. Where was he from?
He was from his name was Haitham Bazzi.
Okay, Haitham. Okay.
So like his I don't know the name. I can't pronounce
country?
it.
I know Haitham from Jordan.
Yeah, you said it.
Jordan.
Haitham. Yeah.
Okay.
Bazzi's.